We're going to be playing around with some oranges, grapefruit, and lemons today. I'm going to make this, and I'll link you to it. It's orange jam or jelly from the NCHFP. It's also on the in their So Easy to Preserve book. This is what's left of the oranges that we had gotten from the dumpsters, and there's also some grapefruit, pink grapefruit, and a couple of lemons. So there's lemon and pink grapefruit, and lots of oranges in here. So this is going to probably be more than I need for this recipe. Now the original recipe calls for a 12-ounce can of frozen orange juice concentrate plus some water.
2 cups.
So I'm just going to make it all this because it's not a concentrate. This is going to be just pure orange, grapefruit, and lemon juice put together, and I'm going to run this stuff through the grinder and see how that works out. So I'll bring you back. To grind these oranges up and make the pulp for that jam, jelly, whatever you call it. But as you can tell, it sounds like my grinder is about to quit. It's not liking this for some reason, and even with nothing going through it, it's bogging down. So I think...
I will show you.
Oops. What are we doing?
Showing. Now you turn it back on.
See there, there's with nothing. So I think it's quitting us. Anyway, we're going to try to get enough of the pulp and juice to make one batch of the orange jelly, and then I'll bring you back in a few minutes when we get that. Well, if you can hear me, we figured out our problem with this thing. It's not going bad. It's the generator wasn't producing enough watts for it. It's a 450 watt machine, so we hooked up the 750 watt inverter to our truck, and that's what it needed, just more watts.
So the generator's not producing enough power for some reason.
Yeah. So there you go, there's that. There we go, there's our ground up oranges, lemons, and you can see there's a little bit of pink right through here. That's the pink grapefruit. We've almost got our 4 cups, but I'm glad we solved the issue, and it looks like sometime in the future I'm going to have to be getting another generator. This one will run. It just won't run a whole lot. It's only a 900 watt generator, and that may be peak load, and it didn't like this 450 watt machine. So anyway, let me bring you back when I get further along. So got my jars heating up over here in my steam canner. Got 4.5 cups of sugar here ready to pour into this. And I've got my pectin measured out. It calls for 1 box of pectin, and what I've got is bulk pectin, so I measured out 6 tablespoons. And I've got my orange pulp and juice in here. So I've already got the fire going, so let me get my pectin. I'm going to stop for a minute and mix a little bit of sugar into the pectin so it won't lump up. I mixed a little bit of sugar into the pectin to make it easier to stir in. Pectin is a very fine powder, and it's sometimes difficult to get it stirred in good. And maybe 1/4 cup of sugar into it, and it'll help it dissolve into the oranges better. So let me get this going, and when I bring it to a boil, I'll bring you back. Okay, I've been gently stirring it, brought it to a boil. So the next step, I'm going to put the sugar in all at once. And continue stirring until I get it to a rolling boil, that is a boil that cannot be stirred down. So I'll bring you back. So say that I added about a half a teaspoon of butter. This helps prevent foaming. You don't have to do it, but it will help prevent foaming, and that way you don't have to skim as much. Okay, it's beginning to boil. You just want to do a gentle stir because you don't want to incorporate too much air. So I'm going to start my time. It's supposed to be 1 minute. I'm going to go 2 to help ensure that this pectin sets up well. Okay, it's been boiling and I've been stirring it for 2 minutes. I'm going to let it calm down a little bit, and then I'm going to skim the foam off. What foam there is, there's a little bit around the edges. And then start putting it in jars. I'm going to start putting this in the jars. Keep my fingers crossed that this pectin helped it set up, because this pectin is not real new. So we're going to see. If it doesn't set up after a week or 2, I may have to do it again with brand new pectin. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to bring it up to a 1/4 inch headspace. Wipe the rim of the jar with a damp paper towel. Put on a lid and ring. Just fingertip tight. And over into the canner, and I'll bring you back in a few minutes. The person said that this would make 5 to 6 half pints. It actually made 7 for me, so there you are. I'm glad I had enough jars out. I actually had 1 extra over here. So I'm going to put the lid on the steam canner, and as usual, wait for the steam to come out and check the temperature on the knob. Okay, they're done. I started taking them out of the canner. I let them sit in the canner for 5 minutes to equalize the steam or whatever you have to do. Anyway, it helps to guarantee a seal if you do that. These are really pretty color. And we already tasted a little bit after I skimmed the foam. And man, it really tastes good. So the next thing is to see if they'll set up. So there they are. Is that the...
That's what came out of the pan just now.
Okay, there's what came out of the pan. So whoops, it's trying to drip a little bit, but it's set. So I believe I'll call this a success. They taste good. They set good. So thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button so you'll know when I make another video. I'll put the link down below in the description box for the recipe, the basic recipe for this. Although I did adjust a little bit by not using just juice. I used actual oranges. And tell me what you think. Leave me a comment. And thanks for watching.